Hello friends, welcome once again. Welcome to another video of SlideScope. In this part, you will learn exploratory data analysis on Game of Thrones data. This video is for beginners who are learning data analysis using Python. The data sets that we will use in this video are from Kaggle.com. We have got those data sets from Kaggle.com, and there are three CSV files: battles.csv, characterdeaths.csv, and characterpredictions.csv. I hope you have basic understanding of Python pandas. If you don't have, then also I will try to explain as much as I can. Now, for data source and links from where you can download this data, you can see the description below. And again, this is exploratory data analysis. This is just for educational purpose, and this is just to teach you Python pandas, matplotlib, and various things related to Python libraries, various things related to data analysis using Python libraries. And we will learn with a data set that we got from Kaggle, and the data set is of Game of Thrones. And I hope you know what is Game of Thrones. So let's get started. So for analysis, I am using Jupyter Notebook here, and Jupyter Notebook, I have installed it using Anaconda Navigator. So just install Anaconda Navigator, launch Jupyter Notebook here. So you can also watch my data visualization series, which that is in this particular profile. So you can watch that series for more knowledge on how you can install Anaconda Navigator and things like that. I hope you already know how to install Anaconda Navigator. It is a really simple process, and then you just have to launch it, launch the Jupyter Notebook. Jupyter Notebook runs on localhost, and it runs on a particular browser. So you can use your favorite browser to run this. Now I have saved these files. I got this zip file here from the data source. I got this zip file. So I extracted the zip file. I got these three files: battles.csv, characterdeaths.csv, and characterpredictions.csv. Now I have saved this file in a directory of my computer, and using this file explorer, I have simply uh, open that directory here. I have saved it in GOT directory, and now in this directory you can see there is no Python file or there is no Jupyter Notebook file. So you have to open a new Python 3 file here. The current version of Python is Python 3 here, and now here in Jupyter Notebook we can name it anything. Let's say EDA on GOT data. Exploratory data analysis on Game of Thrones data. Again, the first thing that you have to do is you have to read those files, and you have to see that data, what data we have there, what columns we have, to get some hint of what will be the exploratory analysis, or what will we be exploring in the data. So you just have to import pandas. Pandas is a library for data visualization and analysis. So import pandas, and then we will use an alias here as PD. So we don't have to write pandas again and again, because we'll be using many methods of this library, and to use methods of any particular library you have to write the name of that library, then you have to use a dot, and then you can call the name of that particular method, and then you can use this. So import pandas as PD. So you can see a star here, that means this library is getting imported. The next thing that I will do is, and remember, when you have to run this, so you can either click on run here, or you can simply press shift and enter. when you have imported it, so write df, and I can call it df underscore battles also, because we have three data sets here. So df means data frame, and you will create these data frames, or you will save the data set in these data frames, so that you can analyze. And then pd dot read underscore csv. So read underscore csv is a method of pandas that can be used to read csv files. So it's as simple as that. So battles dot csv, and here as a string you have to write the name of your file. Now run this. So shift and enter will execute this. Now we have got df underscore battles. You can either click run here, or you can press shift and enter. So now you can see we have these battles, we have detail of these battles here, in which year this battle was fought, and what was the battle number. So every battle has some number assigned to it, and we can see that we have 38 rows. So we have 38 such battles, and who was the attacker king of that battle? So Joffrey Tommen in this part. Then who was the defender king? Robb Stark. Who was attacker number one? Then we have some NAN data also. NAN means not available, or probably the person who made this data set, this data was not available for any reason. This value is not applicable or not provided in the data set. So on this particular profile, you will find another video series, and in that video series I have explained basics of Python pandas from scratch. And so I have also told, or I have also taught how you can deal with data that is not available. So how to fill those NA values, how to drop those NA values, we will discuss that later. And this was attacker one and this was defender one. I think these will be two things to consider here. This is major death, major capture. What was the size of attacker? What was the size of defender? Who was attacking commander or attacker commander? Who was defender commander? Summer 1.0 is given. In some cases summer is 0, that means whether it was summer or not. Then we have location, golden tooth, mama's ford. Then we have region data here, node. So you can see the region here. We have various battles per region here. So we can find that in exploratory analysis we can find how many battles were fought in a particular region. So region wise value count, we can get region wise value count of battles. So things like that can be explored here. Now first I will start with some basics. So df underscore battles is our data set here, and in df underscore battles we can use a method called head, and in the head we can get top 5 rows. If you will not write this 5, then also you will get 5 rows. So this can be used to get 5 rows in a data set. So this is what you can do. So if you are learning Python pandas and you want to see the data, or you want to just look what data looks like, how many columns are there, what type of information is given in the data, so that you can prepare your analysis process. So you can get top 5 rows like this. If you will write a particular number here, let's say we don't want top 5 rows, we only want top 2 rows. So you can write a number here and you will get those many rows. Similarly, as we have dot head, we have dot tail also. So this will give you get 5 rows in a, so this is get top 5 rows. Sorry about the noise. To get bottom n rows, we use tail method. Let's say we want to see bottom n rows. This can be used to analyze what do we have in bottom part of the data set, or how many rows we have and things like that. Now we have got this. Now I told you that we can find region wise how many battles were there. So suppose you have to select one column from a data set, right? Your task is select one column from data set. So if you have to select one column from a data set, there are two ways of doing that. You can write name of your data set. Let's say data is our variable, and then here you have to write column name. So you can consider it as your formula for getting that, or reference for getting that. What is the variable name in which we have stored our data set? So the variable name is df underscore battles, and then write a square bracket. Again, you must have some basic understanding of Python, then you can understand this. If you don't have basic understanding of Python, I suggest you can watch videos on my profile. I have videos of basics of Python also. So if you will, so you have created a variable here, right? And in your variable you have saved this data set. So this entire data set, this tabular data set, which is a two-dimensional data set that has rows and column, it has index also. So every row has some index. Index starts from 0. Index is the position. So every row has some position, and on the basis of this position we can find any particular row, or we can find data between any particular row numbers. So we can do things like that. So this is a variable. What is a variable? A variable is used to store data. So, and that variable can be later used to access that data. So we are using that variable to access that data. Now because this variable is of Python pandas data type, so it is a data frame, right? So this variable is of data frame type. How you can check that? Just write type and write df underscore battles. So this will give you, this is pandas score frame data frame. So the data type is pandas data frame type. So that's why you can access methods of pandas library using this particular variable. And that's why we used dot head and dot tail method, which worked perfectly for us. Now we have to select one column. There is a method for selecting one column, and there is a shortcut trick also. So you can write df underscore battles, and here you just have to write the name of your column. So let's say the name of column is region here. So now you can see, now we have not selected all the columns, we have selected only one column. If you are familiar with SQL, so in SQL there is select star from table, that means select all records from table, and select, let's say select country from customers. So you will get only the details of country. So this is how we can select one particular column, right? There is another way of doing this same thing. So I will keep it written as it is. I will share the code of this ipynb file. Remember, this Jupyter Notebook file can be saved as .ipynb. .ipynb is the extension for Jupyter Notebook. Now, there is another way. So write your df underscore battles and write dot, and you can use get. So get is a method in pandas library that can be used to get any particular column. Let's say we have got region here. Again you will get the same data. So either you can use df battles region, or you can use this. So now since we have got these two, we can use any particular method. So I will hide this. I prefer this because there is a benefit of using this. We can get two columns also. So I will show you how you can get 2 columns, 3 columns, any number of columns. And before that, I will use another method. So when you have got one particular column here, so what is the data type of this? What we have got here, right? What this is also a variable. We can call it a variable. And what is the meaning of this variable? So you can see this variable is a pandas series. So in pandas there is series. In series you can see there is only one column, right? And in data frame we have more than one column, and we have index also. So in series we have index and one column, and in data frame we have index and n number of columns and n number of rows. So on this type of data we can use a method that is called value underscore counts, and this value underscore counts method will simply give us this. Now you can see that in the region Riverlands 17 battles were fought, in the region the North 10 battles were fought, in the region Westerland 3 battles were fought, and so on. So we can write a simple task: how many battles were fought per region, and sort them also. This will also sort them in descending order. The region with most battles is written automatically on top, and then we have bottom. Now there's one more thing. We are seeing this text data here, right? The data that we are seeing here is in text form. We can also visualize it. And when I say visualize it, so we can plot some graph here, right? Plot some graphs. How we can plot some graphs using this particular thing? Again, whatever we have got here, so we can analyze that. Again, type is a really useful function. Type is a function of core Python. Again, you can see this value underscore counts that we have got. This is also a series, and when we have got some series, in this series data you can see one thing: we have index. And what is the index? Index is the name of these regions, right? And we have some value per region. So we can plot a graph here. So write this: how to plot a graph. Write this and simply write dot plot. So in pandas series there is a method called dot plot, and this will plot a graph for you from the data which we have. What data we have? We have this data. The selected portion is our data, and we can plot this graph. So okay, plot this graph. Let's see what it does, what pandas does for us using this plot method. So you can see star, that means graph is being plotted. Okay, now you can see we have got some output here, but we cannot see the graph yet, right? So if you are seeing this type of thing, you have got some output. Run this line once again, and then you will see that. So it has plotted a graph for us, and you can see that it is a linear graph. So by default kind is equal to linear. Okay, so we don't write linear here. By default kind is equal to line, and kind is a parameter of plot method. So in the kind parameter we can provide any particular value. So if you will not provide any value, so you will get a graph like this. You will get a linear graph. If you will use kind here, let's say kind is equal to, we can also get kind is equal to bar. So we can use various things like bar for getting bar chart. We can write bar h for getting horizontal bar. So you can write bar h for bar horizontal. You can write hist for histogram. You can write pi for pie chart. and things like that, etc. So we will see those examples in upcoming chapters of this particular thing, of this analysis of Game of Thrones data. Now when you will do kind is equal to bar, you will see a different plot here, and now you can see we have the Riverlands having most number of battles, the North having next number of battles, and so on. So on y-axis you can see we have the data, and the height of these bars represent how many battles were fought in these regions. Again, this is just for educational purpose. This is just I am telling you use of various methods, and that on a data set that you know, a data set that you have interest in, and you might be knowing these things. So I think you have understood the concept so far, what we can do with this data set. So I will come up with some really basic tasks, and I will show you how you can achieve those tasks using Python pandas. So go ahead and try example up to this point, and in the next part of this video I will explain you more about exploring this data set. I will take these data sets also. You can explore these data sets also. You can simply fill their names in the pd.read underscore csv part, and then you can analyze something there. Again, the analysis in this part is not very much meaningful, but this is just for making you understand, or this is just for explaining you use of various methods so that we can prepare our data set for analysis. See you in the next part. Have a nice day.